everything you guys need to know about what is going on with Clash Heroes. Guys, the chicken is here. Back today with our quarterly kind of update on what is going on with this, overly one of the most hyped games that Supercell has released, and we have just been total radio silence. So we're going to cover everything in this video on what's going on with the game, my thoughts. You guys don't know who I am. I've covered a bunch of different Supercell games for the last 10 years. So I like to think I have a pretty good idea on how it works with them when they release new games, they announce them and all that stuff, although it seems lately like they release the game and then kill them. We're just going to go over start from take you a little bit back in time. And if you guys do want to stay up to date on everything that is Clash Heroes, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We will be able to break it to you first if there are any sneak peeks, news, or announcements that the creators are allowed to give you. So, starting off, let's talk about Clash Heroes for a minute. So Clash Heroes is one of the 3 new games announced by Supercell back on April 22nd of 2021. So we are over the 2-year mark as of now from when Supercell initially announced all these new games. And obviously since then Clash Quest has been killed. Clash Mini's got a lot of updates, but still not quite there yet. We'll talk about that in a second, but This game is set in a different setting to provide unique adventure gameplay experiences. This is the first kind of RPG type of game Supercell has released and that we've seen take place in the Clash universe, which is so exciting. So the biggest piece of news that we got after Clash Heroes was announced, we kind of had a few things that we had to piece together and find out about this game. After it simply being announced, there was, pretty well not that much happening. We did learn that the game is going to be developed with Unreal Engine, which was super exciting because you guys don't know what that is. It's basically just a software development platform, and it's the best. It's got the best graphics. It's got the best, stuff on it to make a really beautiful game, and that was exciting to know because that would be the first, Supercell game to come out on Unreal Engine, so that was very exciting. We also had some new Supercell offices announced, and there was a lot of job postings that we kind of found and looked through, and it looked like that was leaning towards the Clash Heroes dev team. I don't know exactly who's working on Clash Heroes right now, but I believe that team is located in Shanghai. So this is where the new Supercell office was announced, and they started all these job postings for it. And this was right around the time where there was the Unreal Engine thing was announced. There was also some rumors and speculation going on if Clash Heroes was going to end up being a PC game. So a lot of those things kind of came out around the same time, so it kind of seemed like there was some momentum building there for some big news to come out about the game. And like we said earlier, in the meantime, all 3 of these games got announced together, right? Clash Heroes, Clash Mini, and Clash Quest. Clash Quest is out of the picture. Sad to say, this is still my Clash Quest overlay setup. So I was bummed with that one. But Clash Mini has been a weird one. It's been, all over the place. There's been lots of big creators covering it every step of the way, which I think is, a pretty good sign. And there's been tons of updates, tons of feedback, tons of, I don't know. At this point, I would assume that Clash Mini is going to go global. I would be quite surprised if it didn't, because it's just been receiving so much work that they must be seeing something there that's right there that they're ready to move forward with. But in that time, we've seen them come out with Squad Busters. We've seen them come out with games that aren't all Supercell, but they have their toe in, like Flood Rush and or Flood Rush might be Supercell, actually. I don't know. I have not even touched that one yet because there's just too many games to keep up with at this point. But yeah, so it's interesting that we've gotten to this point with no news, really. I mean, 2 years have gone by, essentially, since the game's been announced, and we haven't really heard anything of substance. But yeah, the things that we do know is that the Clash Heroes characters, these are the things that we've either seen in little gameplay clips or whatever. So it is going to feature the Archer, Barbarian, Wizard, Bomber, and the Royal Cook. They also have brand new outfits. The old wizard or even the tiny bomber, they just became super cool with their next level outfit customizations. I think this article, I wanted to pull up this article because it was the newest one that I saw on Clash Heroes. I believe it's like a translated thing, or the company is from some sort of foreign country because their website name is literally Gaming on Phone, which I thought was kind of funny. But it's cool, you know. It gives us kind of a look. Like here's all the outfits here. So for the barbarian, they've got a bunch of different ones: the wizard, the archer, and the bomber. Obviously, I think the more that Clash Mini and the other games develop, the more of that kind of crossover we're going to see into Clash Heroes because it is part of the Clash universe. Clash Heroes global release date. Oh, here we go. The article knows what it is. Since the game is still in development, there's not confirmed official release date yet. Looking at Supercell's previous game releases, the game will soft launch in limited regions first, and depending on the quality standards and feedbacks, the devs will set a global release date. We'll make sure to update the space as we know the release date of Clash Heroes. So that's pretty straightforward. I think you guys know that. Typically, the games come out in like Canada and a couple of European countries first, and then they expand from there. But obviously, if you've been following the video this far, we have, a global release date is not really the question we're asking right now. And yeah, so the game still has not soft launched. I'm hoping that's the next thing that's going to come out soon. So there's no way that you can download it. There's no way you can play it. There's no way you can really look at it other than old videos on YouTube. But yeah, so that's where we're at for right now, guys. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to bring you some significant news within the coming months. Now, the other thing is, Supercell is in Finland. Finland goes on holidays for the month of July, so typically they crank out a couple updates in June for their big games. And I forget if it's July or August, but at some point in the summer, they take 4 or 5 weeks off. So there won't be any news, any updates coming out around that time. That being said, we've waited for so long, I don't think that's really going to impact anything. But hopefully when they come back, they're going to be looking at the new fiscal year and all that stuff. And, they're going to at least have an announcement on what has been going on with Clash Heroes, if they still have plans for it or not. So I think, it's an exciting game. And I think, there's still a lot of hype for this. And we're just waiting to see at this point now what the next announcement, what they're going to say, what is going to happen here. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the little update video on Clash Heroes, just to talk about where we're at and where we've been with this game. So, yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You want to stay up to date on everything, or all of the not things on Clash Heroes, guys. So appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Chicken out. Back.